Today on Vox, we have information on Biden and more. Ben Dudash will have your local weather, and Knoxhampton will have your sports.
It's Monday, January 25th, 2021, and you're watching Vox News Today.
Good afternoon and welcome back. I'm Jay Standridge.
And I'm Serena Shelton.
A woman's body has been found 10 days after her car was swept away. Jennifer Moore was driving in Dotson, Oregon, when she was pushed off the road by an incoming mudslide. After a long search, they found her body underneath 15 feet of mud, rock, and logs.
Biden is expecting to lift the ban on transgender Americans from serving in the military as early as Monday. The repeal will be through executive orders signed by President Biden. After repeating the promise to repeal this ban through his campaign, he made sure to address it as early as possible. This new order will direct all branches to outline an implementation plan.
A mass shooting in Indianapolis left 5 people dead and 1 injured Sunday morning. Chief Randall Taylor is calling this the large mass casualty shooting in over a decade. After police responded to a 911 call before 4 in the morning, they found a young boy who had been shot. They then went to the house on Adams Street to find 5 people dead inside. No suspects have been identified, and the boy has gone to a hospital and is expected to survive.
After a high fall on Lookout Mountain on Sunday afternoon, Hamilton County Rescue Service confirmed 1 person alive but injured. Authorities say a haul system was set up to lift the injured hiker safely up to the trail. The identity of the hiker and the cause of the accident remain unknown.
Appointments for the first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine are mostly made online, but are still available through the call center starting today by calling 423-209-5399. And I will be in the recording once there are no more appointments.
The Bissell Pet Foundation, along with 2 other organizations from Middle Tennessee, organized for almost 300 animals to be transported to Arkansas. Members from each organization traveled to transport a total of 240 dogs and 30 cats. By the end of it, 16 organizations had pitched in to transport or cover the cost for the animals to be moved from overcrowded shelters.
The Tennessee Highway Patrol says a crash on I-24 in Marion County turned deadly. THP spokesman John Harmon says the tractor-trailer jackknifed around 9:30 p.m. Sunday night. And as of 6:30 this morning, the eastbound lanes are shut down. All of traffic is being rerouted off the interstate for about 3 miles.
A $2 million Mega Millions lottery ticket was sold at a North Carolina convenience store. The $3 ticket matched all 5 numbers to beat the 1 in 12.6 million odds. Friday's drawings was the 2nd largest jackpot in the history of Mega Millions, just behind a Michigan man who won $1 billion.
All-time Braves and baseball legend Hank Aaron passed away on Monday, leaving the sports world in shock. Hammerin' Hank is second in all-time home runs with 755, but he famously hit his 715th to pass Babe Ruth at home. Off the field, Hank was a civil rights activist born in 1935, and he faced all sorts of adversity, but he pulled through to be one of the GOATs in my eyes. One of my personal favorite players of all time, he'll be missed dearly. Here's Ben Dudash with your weather report.
It's been rainy all summer long, but I'll have your weather and more right after this break.
One thing to love about the Tennessee Valley is Bradley Central Show Choir, Vocal Motion. The other thing to love is the local Geico office on Lee Highway.
You could save a lot. Oh, you can save a lot. Oh, you can save a lot. But how do you know? Unless you call 894-2600.
Got a car? Got a boat? Got a home?
Get a quote.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Benjamin Charles Ash, so let's take a look at your weather at glance. Today is going to be like scattered showers all throughout the skies, with temperatures in the afternoon reaching 62 degrees Fahrenheit. And today's high for today is going to be in the highs of 64 and a low of 58. Now let's take a look at your 7-day weather forecast. Tuesday is going to be partly cloudy with a high of 67 and a low of 44. Wednesdays, those showers should be returning on Wednesday in PM Standard Time with a high of 57 and a low of 30. Thursday, those showers should be clearing up a little bit with a partly cloudy with a high of 43 and a low of 25. Friday, beautiful sunny clear skies with a high of 51 and a low of 29. Saturday, mostly cloudy with a high of 52 and a low of 45. Sunday, those clouds should be turning into showers with a high of 58 and a low of 37. Let's take a look at our local radar. There's some scattered showers, like I said before, near Jefferson City and Knoxville and a little bit in our area. So let's take a look at our national radar. There's some snow near Oklahoma and near the northeast area as well, but near the Middle East there are scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the entire area as well. That's all for weather. Now let's head over to Knox with your sports.
Alrighty, sports fans, the Super Bowl stage is set. Find out which teams made it and more right after this break.
In 1933, Ray Jackson founded Jackson Furniture in the midst of the Great Depression. We opened our doors the day the banks closed theirs. Since then, we have continued to create furniture right here in the USA. We have seen decades of American prosperity, challenge, war, and mind-blowing advancements in science and technology. We have never forgotten the way our company and country began, with perseverance, hope, and hard work. Throughout all of those decades of change, one thing remains consistent. Families love to relax together in a room filled with comfortable furniture. That is where we have been and will always be. From being huddled around a radio to being kicked back in front of a giant flat screen.
Alrighty, welcome back. How about we check some scores? The Raptors beat the Pacers 107-102. The Clippers beat the Thunder 108-100. Celtics beat the Cavaliers 141-103. Hornets beat the Magic 107-104. Spurs beat the Wizards 121-101. The Bucks beat the Hawks 129-115, and the Trailblazers beat the Knicks 116-113. Now this is the conference championship scores. The Buccaneers beat the Packers 31-26, and the Chiefs beat the Bills 38-24. Now this determines who will play in the Super Bowl. So it will be the Buccaneers versus the Chiefs on the Super Bowl. And we actually have a story for you today. The Miami Heat are wanting to bring back some fans with the help of coronavirus-sniffing dogs. They will use these dogs at American Airlines Arena to screen fans who want to attend their games in person. We also have 2 games this week. Tomorrow we face Cleveland, and Friday we face Walker Valley. We'll have more news right after this break.
Alexa, ask Whirlpool. Hey Google, ask Whirlpool. Ask Whirlpool, ask Whirlpool.
Care can be a handful. That's why our Whirlpool Smart Range helps you care smarter with voice control.
Hey Google, ask Whirlpool to turn off the oven.
Set oven timer for 5 hours. Keep warm. Alexa, ask Whirlpool to preheat the oven to 350.
So life doesn't revolve around your range. Everyday care. Whirlpool.
Drug gangs populate the area where migrants try to cross North America. So when 24 corpses show up, police weren't surprised. The gangs will often try to exploit these migrants looking for a better life in the U.S., and oftentimes the migrants end up in a worse situation than before. This time, 24 were found dead and 15 were burned and left in the vehicles along the border. As of now, this investigation is still ongoing.
On January 10th, 23 gold miners in Shandong province went missing while on the job. When the entrance to the tunnel collapsed, rescuers expected the miners to be in there for far more weeks than they did based on how far along their efforts were progressing. On a Sunday afternoon, the entrance collapsed, freeing the miners. Unfortunately, 9 of them did not make it out alive.
Opposite Day is celebrated worldwide every year on January 25th, which means today is Opposite Day. You can celebrate by wearing your shirt backwards, saying goodbye instead of hello, or eating dessert first. This holiday could really be celebrated any of your choosing. In fact, many people claim this holiday doesn't take place today. However, today is the day actually deemed Opposite Day officially. We are online at YouTube at BCHS VOX News.
You can check us out on Facebook and, of course, at voxnews.net.
Remind your friends and family to tune in.
You just can't get enough of Vox.
That's all we have for today, Bradley Central.
And as always,
God bless and go Bears.